At 85, I've learned to make peace with many things, but there's one decision I look back on and wish I could take back. It wasn't dramatic. It didn't come with warning signs, but it changed everything about how I lived and how I felt inside. Today, I want to talk to you heart to heart. Whether you're aging yourself or helping a loved one make choices about the future, please hear me out. Because what seems like a small, sensible decision, it can have lifelong consequences. Let me share 6 lessons I had to learn the hard way so you don't have to. Regret number 1, trading freedom for safety. When I moved into assisted living, I thought I was just simplifying life. My kids said, "Dad, you've earned the rest. Let someone take care of you for a change." At first, it sounded like peace, but what I didn't expect was how fast that peace felt like a cage. You see, freedom isn't just about going out or driving. It's about little decisions, choosing when to rise, what to eat, whether I wanted silence or music. Suddenly, I was being woken up for breakfast I didn't ask for. Lights out at a time I'd usually be winding up with a good book, and walks only when someone had time to accompany me. I didn't feel free, I felt managed. And it turns out safety can come with a high cost, the slow erosion of your own voice. Regret number 2, becoming a side character in my own story. Before I moved, I was Grandpa Joe. I had Sunday dinners, chess games with my grandson, and helped my neighbor fix her mailbox. After the move, I became Room 14B. People meant well, but visits became phone calls. Phone calls became texts, and then silence. I sat by the window one afternoon watching the rain, and it hit me. Nobody needed me anymore. When you're not present in people's lives, their world keeps turning, and before long, you're watching it through glass instead of living inside it. I used to be someone people relied on. Now I was someone they remembered when they had time, and no one tells you how much that shift hurts. Regret number 3, losing my role, not just my house. I didn't just move rooms, I left behind my identity. I wasn't the gardener anymore. I wasn't the guy who made the best pancakes on the block. I was a man with time and no reason to use it. My days became a blur. Wake, eat, sit, repeat. Back home, I had projects. I cared for things. Even washing the dishes after lunch felt like a little victory. Here, everything was done for me. That might sound like luxury, but when everything's done for you, you stop feeling like you matter. A friend down the hall, Evelyn, used to paint watercolors. She stopped, said it didn't make sense anymore. And I understood exactly what she meant. Purpose doesn't vanish overnight. It fades quietly, painfully. Regret number 4, the quiet decline you don't see coming. Back in my home, I climbed stairs. I walked to the store. I made my own bed. I was still moving, still alive. In the facility, everything was flat, padded, assisted, convenient. And slowly, that convenience turned into weakness. I sat more. I shuffled less. My legs didn't ache the way they used to because they weren't being used. And then one day I realized I was struggling to get up from a chair, something I used to do without thinking. You don't notice strength leaving your body. It just slips away, one unused muscle at a time. If I had known, I would have pushed harder to stay active, to stand, walk, stretch, live. Because once you start shrinking your movement, you shrink your world. Regret number 5, saying goodbye to privacy and hello to protocol. I never thought I'd miss something as simple as closing a door and knowing it would stay shut. In assisted living, privacy is a privilege, not a given. Caregivers knock, but don't always wait. Schedules dictate when you bathe, when you eat, when you rest. Sometimes I just wanted to sit alone, not be asked how I was feeling, not have my blood pressure checked for the 3rd time that week. And sharing a room? That's another beast. My first roommate, bless him, snored like a freight train. My second one, like midnight radio dramas. I had no retreat, no corner that was truly mine. And you'd be amazed how fast that wears down your spirit. Regret number 6, it's easy to move in, but almost impossible to leave. The hardest thing, I didn't realize how permanent this would feel. I told myself I was trying it out, but life doesn't pause for you. My house sat empty. Then my children sold it. My furniture, my garden tools, even my books, gone or boxed or given away. The idea of returning home became less and less real, not just because of my body, but because of the quiet choices that made returning harder. It's not a revolving door. It's more like quicksand. The longer you stay, the deeper you sink. And before long, this place that was just temporary becomes the only home you have left. If you're facing this decision, whether for yourself or someone you love, please take a step back. Don't just ask, is this place nice? Ask, will this keep me alive or make me feel alive? What will I lose and what will I gain? Is this really my only choice or just the easiest one? Growing older is not a problem. Giving up your story before it's over, that's the tragedy. Stay home if you can. Fight for your routines. Let others help. But don't surrender your life completely. Because once you give up too much, it's hard to get it back. If this message spoke to you, please like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps keep these hard-earned lessons alive for someone who needs them.